born poor, mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. Four babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Morning, everyone. Paul McMann here from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Thank you for joining me this morning here at Forex Smart Trade. Our mission is to get you to be a successful currency trader. And we do that by teaching you how to trade with our proprietary trading tools that we consider to be the best in the business. What makes them so good is that they are predictive of the future. They help us figure out what direction the market is moving, and we've got a number of different signals to trade off of. And I am going to trade with the one that I most frequently trade with, which is something called the 10-point trade. So with that, let's get going. We first need to listen to this guy, and why do we not have him teed up here? Sorry about that. Let's because I'm on my desktop, I don't keep all the windows I normally keep open. And why am I not seeing it? Let's see. Here we go.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the great things about the program is that in addition to the personalized one-on-one training that we provide, which I think is the most efficient, effective way to learn, you can kind of think of it as an apprentice type program where you have an experienced trader teaching you how to trade and showing you what they do. And that way we're able to kind of customize the training to your way of learning and the speed that you learn at. One of the great things about the program is that we do these live trades. These live trades serve several purposes. One of which is it's a teaching moment so that you get to see another trader walk through their trading analysis strategy so you can learn from it. And the second is to give you confidence in the program that the indicators work. They're highly accurate. And once you learn how to read them, as well as learning the proper kind of risk and money management, you will be a good trader. And you can see when you become a regular member, we've got sessions in the morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. We've got sessions in the evening at 6 p.m. Eastern. We've got sessions in the late evening at 10 p.m. Where we're It's morning time in Australia, and we are trading Australian pairs. And then we also have additional paid sessions. And we are, as we are your partner in trading, because you're trading company funds, we are always providing continuous training. So every Wednesday evening, there's an advanced member meeting, and every Saturday morning, there's back to the basics, where we're just going through different instruction or taking questions or taking a look at what you're doing and helping you get better. And it's having that accountability partner in us, because we're kind of watching what you're doing. You'll succeed. So with that, I trade off of a little kind of checklist. That checklist starts with restarting my green chart, which I did before we came on. End of every day, to review what we did the previous day, or actually it's good if you do it at the evening of that day, specifically taking a look at what trades didn't go your way. If you took my trades last night from the trade setup, I gave two. One was on the Euro USD, and the other was on the pound yen. Both trades closed. In fact, I think they both closed before I went to bed. So that's always good when that happens. Specifically, if a trade didn't do what you thought, then we want to kind of try to figure out why, and try to improve on what was it that we saw or didn't see or missed, where it didn't go right. Now, sometimes you could do everything right and it still not go your way, but it's good to take the minute to take a look at it and evaluate. As we are technical traders, we're trading based on the price action. We want to know what news items are out there so that we can trade around those news items, because news impacts currency. And we take a look at that news by going to forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com breaks news down into three categories. Yellow, which is a low impact, I don't really worry about those. Orange, which is medium impact, I usually don't worry about those. But red is high impact, and high impact does impact things. And this morning at 8:30 Eastern time, we've got some information coming out on the consumer price index, and we don't want to trade. And usually I like to be out of it 2 hours beforehand, especially something like this where it's a report that's coming out. Typically that report people find out what's in it beforehand, and it starts to impact the price. And rather than get stuck in something that the indicators weren't able to predict, I just stay out of it. And usually maybe 30 minutes after the news item, I'll start to take a look at if I want to get back into it. So this morning, we're going to stay out of the USD. So with that, let's get into our analysis. And again, come on here. I am trading off of the light 6 major chart, which is one of the standard charts. It is a composite chart where it is showing us 6 different currency pairs, and the 6 different currency pairs are all on a 1-hour chart. On a 1-hour chart, the move is typically between 5 and 35 pips. And my goal is to get in and get out quickly. And a trade off of a 1-hour chart will take anywhere from 1 to 3 hours to close. So knowing that's part of my analysis. So I am looking for a specific setup, and the trade I'm using is the 10-point setup. The 10-point setup basically wants to get the lines to line up, and we're looking to get 7 of the lines to line up, where we're getting lines from each of the sections to line up. So let us go back and take a look. We're not going to trade the dollar this morning, but we will look and see if we see a setup, just so that we are getting good at recognizing the setups. I start with the middle section of the chart, which is the majors and minors. And I am looking for situations. The red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray is the minor indicator. This horizontal blue line is the overbought line. Horizontal red line is the oversold line. So I'm looking for situations where the majors and minors are either overbought and pointing down, or oversold and pointing up. So here we have it. We're overbought. Everybody's pointing down. And I have what's known as the double cross, where the red line has come over the green, and the black line has come over the gray. So this is 3 points. I also like that there's good steepness in the green line, so it's greater than 45 degrees. And I like that the lines are all clustered. When the lines are clustered, the signal's stronger. When I get 3 points here, I am going to jump up to the TNTs, and I want to see how many lines are supporting the sell signal I see here. 2 orange lines are going down, the thick and the thin, so that's supporting sell. The blue lines are inversely related, so when blue is going up, that means sell. So the dotted blue is going up, so I've got 3 of the 4 telling me sell. Then I'm going to jump down to the pressure, and I want the lines either going down, and they're not here, or I want the red line on top, and it's not on top. Probably next hour, the red line will cross the green line, but it's not there yet. And one of the things I found is, do not anticipate what the indicators are going to do. Just wait for them to do it. Wait till you have the signal. Wait till you have the setup. Then take the trade. Trying to get in and get something a little bit beforehand to get an extra pip or two always comes back to bite you. So basically what I'm looking for is, if I catch something here, I'm going to ride it through the channel, and I'll get my, basically I'm looking for 10, 11, 12 pips off of a trade. And the highest probability of getting that is if I catch a trade down here and it runs through the channel. And we can see here, had you done that, that was worth 24 pips over 3 hours. So can I make 10 pips when I'm overbought and the lines are pointing up? Yes, I can, but that's not part of my trade plan. My trade plan is I want to be able to get in and out quickly. And the best chance of doing that is if I catch the lines either oversold going up, or overbought going down. Euro USD, which is my best friend in trading. Minors are coming down. Majors are kind of sideways. I don't have the double cross on the red and the green. The green line is above the red line, so I don't have the signal here. Pound USD, overbought. Majors are sideways, minors are down again. So I don't have agreement between the majors and minors. I want agreement across with everybody. Euro USD, USD Canadian dollar, oversold. Everybody going up. I have the double cross, so this is a nice signal. Also, good steepness on the green line, and the lines are all clustered, and it is just going into the channel. So this is almost a perfect setup. Only thing that would make it a little better is if the steepness of the line were, if it was more steep. 2 orange lines going up. So that's 2 points. Dotted blue coming down. So I've got 3 of the 4. And my pressure is sideways with red on top. So not quite there yet. It's weak, very, very weak down pressure. Green line is slightly going down, red line is slightly going down. So the pressure's not with me yet. USD, Swiss franc, we're turning midway through the channel, so I'm going to stay away from that. Dollar yen, we've got disagreement. The dollar is majors are coming down at a very kind of weak slope. Minors have turned up, so we don't have clarity here. So what I've done is I've cloned this chart and made a second chart that has non-USD pairs in it. So that gives us more opportunities to find a signal. The signals work on all of the pairs. Only thing that you need to kind of pay a little bit of attention to is what time of day the pairs are in. So right now we're at lunchtime in Europe and England, so it's okay. I like to trade when it is least daytime in one of the markets. So here we're oversold. Minors are going sideways. Excuse me. The majors are going sideways. Minors have started to turn, so I don't have agreement. Australian dollar, yen, overbought. Everybody's going down. I've got the double cross, so there's the 3 points there. Steepness of the line is good. We've got the cluster. The two orange lines going down, dotted blue going up, and the orange lines are pretty steep. So 3 points here. I have got sideways on the pressure, though. Sideways on the pressure. Green line is going down, but the red line isn't going down too. So I like that the green line is going down, but the red line isn't. It's just about ready to cross over, though. The red line is about to go on top, but not quite there yet. Even if the red line were crossed over on this pair, Australian dollar yen, I wouldn't take the trade. And the reason I wouldn't take the trade is because it's going into evening time on both of those markets. Since I want to get in and get out quickly, I want there to be some action going on in that pair. And the action happens during the daytime. It moves faster than it does in the evening. So I'm going to hold off on taking this because part of my goal is I want to get in and get out of my trade as quickly as I can. If I get in and get out quickly, there's less risk there. I'm not waiting. Typically, I'm not going to have more than 2 or 3 trades open at a time. If I've got capital tied up in one pair, that means there's another trade that I can't take, or it's going to limit my options on taking other trades. So I want to be able to get in and get out quickly. Part of my trade plan. Euro Canadian dollar, we've got disagreement. Majors still going up in the channel. Minors have turned. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, we're just reaching oversold. Majors still going down. Minors have started to turn. Pound yen overbought. Everybody's going down, and I do have the double cross. I'm not crazy about the majors, though. I'm not crazy about the majors. This is kind of more sideways than down, and the slope is less than 45 degrees. And when I'm referring to the slope, I'm talking about the green line. So if you go back and kind of remember your geometry, and I don't remember much of my geometry, but I do know what the angle is. I've got a 10th grader who's taking geometry now, and he shows me the stuff they're doing, and it's like, God bless him. I like all that stuff is well beyond me now, even though way back when I was a math minor, so I'm pretty good at math. But the slope here is, if you think of a 45 degree angle, it bisects a 90 degree turn. So if it's going up, I want it more than 45, and if it's going down, I want it the other way. I want it, more than 45 this way. So here we are less than 45. We can still take this. We could still take this trade because it's lunchtime in England. But then when we say we jump up to the TNTs, we've got one orange line going down, one orange line going up, and the same with the blue line. So we only have 2 out of 4. So what I'm seeing here on the major indicator is it's reflected here on the TNTs. We don't have the 3 of the 4 that we need here. Euro Australian dollar, we're just reaching over bought and going up, so nothing there. Let's go to again. I've cloned the chart and I've just added more pairs. And the pairs I'm using are the kind of considered the major pairs. And come on here. Canadian dollar, yen. All right, this is a nice setup. We are overbought. Everybody's coming down. I've got the double cross, so 3 points there. Good steepness on the green line, and everybody's clustered. 2 orange lines going down, dotted blue coming up, and we're still, so we got 3 of the 4 here. We're still a little bit shy on the pressure. Green line is going down, but red line is going up, so we're sideways. I need the red line to be on top. I want the red line to be on top. If this were a pair that I traded a lot and I was familiar with, I might go to the next level of my analysis, which is going to the 2 and the 4 hour chart. But since I don't trade this a lot, I don't want to risk going into. I want the full setup here. But say if this were the euro dollar, I would probably go to the 2 hour and 4 hour and see what the chart was doing, because I do have the down here on the green line. So even though I don't have the full setup, I might break the rule here. But for you guys, until you're so familiar with it, you don't want to break the rule. So we don't have it here, so I'm going to pass. Euro New Zealand dollar. We're more than halfway through the channel. If the green line has gone more than halfway, I generally won't take it. Again, if this were the euro dollar and we were halfway, with the 2 orange lines going up here, dotted blue going down, and I've got up pressure here, I might look at the 2 and the 4 hour and consider a trade off of the greater time frame. So I'm guessing if I looked at the 2 hour for the Euro New Zealand, these lines would be down here pointing up. So we'd be going right into the channel. So I'd have the setup on the 2 hour. When I take the setup off the 2 hour, the only difference between that and the 1 hour is that I can get more pips off of a run on the 2 hour. Instead of it being, 5 to 35, it's going to be 5 to 70. And instead of taking 1 to 3 hours to make its move, it's going to take between 2 and 6 hours. So then I'm making a trade-off saying, well, hey, I'm going to catch this move, but it may take longer. Pound New Zealand dollar overbought going up, so we're going to pass. New Zealand dollar yen. This is a nice setup. We've got 3 out of 4 here. Still don't quite have the pressure here. The green line is going up instead of going down. So, we're off on all counts. And then lastly, it's nighttime in New Zealand and Japan. Let's see, New Zealand USD. We've got the setup here. 3 out of the 4 here. But again, the pressure isn't there. These two look almost identical. New Zealand USD, USD yen. but we're not going to trade this, even if we had the pressure with us, because we've got that news item coming up. Euro, Swiss franc, overbought. Minors are going down, but not very steeply, and the majors are going sideways, so nothing there. Let us take a look at the fourth chart that we have. So far we've gone through 18 pairs. Haven't seen the setup what we're looking for. And we've got another 6 that we can go through here. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, we're in the middle of the channel, more than halfway. Swiss franc, yen, in the middle of the channel, majors going sideways. Euro, yen, overbought. Minors are going down, but majors are going sideways. We don't have the double cross. Pound, Australian dollar, majors still going up. Minors are going sideways. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. Overbought. Everybody's going down. I got the double cross. 3 of the 4, and we're just about to get the crossover. We've got kind of weakening up pressure, and the crossover is just about to happen, but the red isn't quite crossed over enough, so I'm going to pass. And you can see my tendency is to be more conservative because I want to take a sure trade, or as sure as it can be. I don't need to take a lot of trades. I only need to take 2, 3, 4 trades a day, and I'm making good money. So I want to just wait till I get that set up so I get the winning trade, because it's a lot more work if you start off with a losing trade and you got to get back to break even. So I want to just do all that I can to have that one winning trade. We've got the signal here, overbought. Everybody's coming down. The green line is just at a 45-degree angle, so that's okay. And you see there's gaps between the majors and minors. It's better when they're closer, but, this is okay. We've got the setup. 3 of the 4 here, 2 orange lines, thick and thin orange going down, dotted blue going up. And we've got basically sideways pressure. The green line is still sloped up here, so nothing here. So we have gone through 24 pairs, and we didn't find a trade using our 10-point analysis. Once we did, if we had found something, we would then go to phase 2, which is confirming the setup. And then phase 3 is what's the trade worth. Now, one of the great things about the program is that we have multiple signals, and we're going to create a trade plan based around your predilections, how you like to do things, and what your kind of risk tolerances are. So I've got another trade that's a much simpler trade. It's a little scalp trade called the thick orange line trade. Thick orange line trade basically tries to take a look at what the position of the thick orange line is. The thick orange line is a scaled position. So when it's as low as it can go, it's at 0. And when it's as high as it can go, it's at 10. When it's as low as it can go, if it's at 0, that means the way the number's calculated, it doesn't think there's more down in the movement. If there's no more down in the movement, that's a good time to buy. So I want to go through and look and see if I see situations where we have a 0 or a 10 on this thick orange line number, or it can be within one of either end. And then I'm going to confirm it by taking a look at what the majors and minors are doing. So here we're at 3, so that's not close enough. 7 isn't close enough. 9.2, that's within one of 10. And when I have this, then I'm going to look here to see what the majors are doing, and I want all the lines well above the blue line, and they are, specifically the red line. So let's just take a look at the pound Australian dollar. The spread might be high on this. That's the only thing that would hold us back. Pound Australian dollar. So I'm going to go to File, New Chart, pound Australian dollar. Oh, come on. Pound Australian dollar. So let's go to View. We want to do the Market Watch. And I want to right click and show all. Now we'll go back. File, New Chart. And I'll go to this pound. New Zealand dollar, where, oops, that's not what I wanted. Try it again. Pound, AUD. Pound New Zealand dollar, there it is. And I don't like this chart, so I've got a template. And I'm going to look at what the spread is. This is a 5-pip trade. And the spread here is 4 pips, going from 64 to 68. So the spread is too big to take a 5 to pay 4 pips to take a 5-pip trade. So we're not going to do that. Like whereas here on the Euro or USD, the spread is a half a pip. 23.5 to 24.2. And that's even high for the Euro US. Usually it's a point or two, a point. This 5th digit is separated by 2. So the spread's a little high. That trade, the thick orange line trade is good at the top of the hour when there's less than 5 minutes left in the hour. Because what's happening is when the minors are on one end or the other, and the majors are supporting that, what happens is typically there's a little snap when the candle changes, and we want to take advantage of that snap. But in this case, the pound Australian dollar is passed, and we have now gone past the hour. So we don't have an opportunity. I should have started 5 minutes before the hour, and I can quickly scan through all of these and figure out if we have something. So, gang, I am honored that you took the time this morning to join me and see what I'm doing and try to learn from it. We are here to help you. We will help you. Our tools and training work. If you have questions, you can reach out if you're working with a coach directly to them, or you can set an appointment with me, Paul, at you can go to the website forexsmarttrade.com, forexsmarttrade.com/schedule, and schedule a time with me, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have. Again, thanks so much. I'm honored you're with me, and we will do this again maybe Monday. Monday it's scheduled. I guess the reason I'm hesitating is I might be traveling on Monday at the time of at this time, 6:30 in the evening. But I'll let you know on Monday once I figure out what my schedule is. But I am going to be on a plane Monday. So we may not end up doing it Monday, but we'll do it Tuesday, definitely Tuesday morning. Okay, gang, thanks so much. And we will see you. We'll see you when we see you. All right. Bye-bye.